Hi guys, the Winter Update 2023 has dropped, and with it the Iksupan extension, which I've completed over the past couple of days. I've extensively tested every single area of this new Iksupan extension, and I've been trying to figure out some viable hunting strategies for this respawn. In general, it's not that great. I have to say there's one which is semi-viable, and there's a couple which you can kind of really try to force to kind of be viable, but not really that great. Unfortunately, the area as a whole suffers a little bit from poor layout and sort of average density, and also the results are kind of mediocre for the difficulty of the monsters. So ultimately, I would summarize it as mostly a bestiary spot. I expect most people will try to maybe complete the bestiaries and probably not look back, if I'm being honest. Nevertheless, there are 3 hunting grounds that I would like to cover that as part of this Iksupan extension that I want to talk about in this video, and the results that you can expect. Before we get into it, I would say that this place is viable for a level 400 plus, and this is for all the vocations. I think Paladins 400 plus definitely, EKs 400 plus, maybe a little bit hard but probably viable. Mages also probably a bit hard at 400 but viable if you keep your distance. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's look at place number 1. In first place, we have probably the only semi-viable place to hunt as part of this Iksupan extension. This is the actually entrance area as you first come in. It's a nice big open dense space. It's only a little bit annoying that it has those spikes, but if you have the first add-on of the ancient Alcar outfits, then you actually get 99 procs of the spikes before you get kicked out. So if you want to hunt here, having that first add-on will definitely be quite helpful. Now, I haven't been able to get like fully super accurate results because, you know, it's been 2 days since the update. Hundreds of people are running around here, so it's quite difficult. Nevertheless, I think this place will top out at somewhere around 4kk raw experience with somewhere between 6 to 800k profit per hour. Which, you know, those are reasonable results. It's nothing, amazing. I would compare it to something like Oskayat, were tigers, were crocodiles, something similar to that, maybe a little bit worse. And yeah, I think this place is also a bit harder and a little bit more awkward because it has those range monsters. So yeah, but somewhere around that. Anyway, the route you will want to take here is basically just a nice big round circle. The density is pretty good. So just be careful because those monsters hurt a lot. If you're level 500 plus Paladin, I would consider going for that enhanced Exeter Empress to drag those mid-max scouts to you. But they're not too bad. They only keep 2 SQM away from you, so it's actually kind of viable to just kill them without Exeter Empress anyway. Now, I will mention that this is the most profitable place in this hunting ground in this Iksupan extension, because the profit actually comes from the Yapunats. They're the only ones who actually drop any loot, and they have a high high presence rate in this little area. There's not that many of them anywhere else, which means that this is the only place that's quite profitable. The scouts and the seers don't really drop anywhere near as much loot. Anyway, let's go take a look at the next place. Now, this place is a 1 level lower, so this is where you normally pick up a couple of the keys for the quest, and this place was a lot harder for me to try and make work. I have to say, the corridors and the doorways, it's really awkward. I really wish Tipsoft would not design the places like this, because it's really hard to make this place work. Nevertheless, I think I've managed to kind of force a little route where it's actually possible. You kind of start with the big room. The big room at the entrance is the most important. It has the highest density and the best sort of kiting area, so you definitely want to include that one. And then you kind of just go in a little bit to the west, picking up a couple of rooms on the way, picking up the room where a tab is. Then you kind of circle back east, do a little couple big pulls over there, and then you sort of circle back to the main room, and you kind of do a loop like that. Again, similarly, it's been 2 days since the winter update, so I haven't been able to get this place super free for myself just to test it out, but it felt okay when I was testing it. I think the density would be okay, not amazing, and I think the respawn rate would be fast enough to manage this loop if nobody was around. So, in a couple of weeks people will be gone because it won't be a novelty anymore. I think this will be a semi-viable hunting ground. I expect that it will top out somewhere around 3.5k raw maybe, and the profit maybe somewhere between 3 to 500k per hour. This place will be a little bit better maybe for the mid-map bestiary because there's more of those and fewer of those X-Yapunats. Anyway, nothing particularly amazing I would say, but yeah, just another kind of second hunting ground that you can maybe aim to check out on this Iksupan extension. The third and final spot that I think can be somehow viable is actually right at the very end of the quest line, just before the Vanguard. And this place I think would be most viable on rapid respawn. I tried to make it work today, yesterday, and it's just too awkward with the corridors. However, there is a couple of big rooms with a lot of monsters that, you know, cannot be sustained during one time's regular hunting ground, but I think it would be really good on rapid respawn. I think this would be very good on rapid respawn. So my third suggestion for a semi-viable Iksupan extension hunting ground would be this little area here that I'm going to show you on the map somewhere around here. And I think you should try it out on rapid respawn. I think it's going to be pretty good and definitely the best way to complete the mid-map bestiary. Not going to be anything amazing, not going to be that much profit, not going to be anything amazing experience either way. So you know, whatever. It's not that amazing. I tried to make it work. It's not that great. Rapid respawn maybe. So yeah, in summary, I would say that first place pretty good. Or well, pretty good as far as the Iksupan extension place goes, or overall it's average. That second place, even more average. This third place, only viable on rapid respawn. What my approach is going to be personally, having experienced all of this Iksupan extension, is I will complete the Yapunak bestiary on that first hunting ground. You could see that there's a lot of them. I think it will only take about 4 to 5 hours to complete the Yapunats bestiary there. And that's the best hunting ground, you know, that's what I'm just going to do. And then I'll probably wait for rapid respawn and finish the mid-marks in this third little area that I just talked about. And I think this is probably the best approach to this place. And honestly, once you've completed the bestiaries for those 3 monsters, I probably wouldn't be coming back. So anyway, that's what I have for you today, guys. Covered all of the, you know, new little areas of Iksupan extension. I hope you find it helpful. Unfortunately, it's not as exciting as I would like it to be. The place is kind of average, but hey, we can kind of make it work. Definitely complete your bestiary and probably not lose too much money or too much time. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Helps out the channel a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.